This is the Canon 10-18mm f4.5 to 5.6, and we're going to take it on a mini adventure today. Hey everyone, so today we're going to be looking at the Canon 10-18 and, well, just going to take some sample pictures with it. And of course we're doing the video with it right now, and my camera's not really sure how to adjust lighting because I'm walking through trees and everything. So let's see how it does. I'm going to be shooting this in JPEG because it'll be too much of a pain to edit the raw files, export them back, you know, everything. And I'd rather just give you an out-of-camera representation of what's happening. So, yeah, let's do this. See, the 10-18 is pretty interesting just because of its focal length, right? Down to 10 is the equivalent of 16 on full frame. So right here we have basically what the regular kit lens would be at 15. But on this, look how much wider that is. Look at this, look at all the space for activities that I have. Like that's a good couple feet away from my head at least. The corners, of course, are going to be a little stretchy looking, but that's a wide angle for you. So anyway, I think I found my first shot. Let's turn the camera. I might switch some picture modes once in a while just to kind of get the most of the JPEG stuff. It's pretty nice out here. Ooh, got another one. Okay, we got a sunstar. We got to take this picture at a high aperture. See, usually I'll use aperture priority if I'm walking around and doing what I'm doing now. It's just so much more convenient. And I kind of like the fact that it's just control the aperture, control the exposure compensation. So it works really easily. And I can go full manual if I want to, but I mean, this is just pretty good. Well, this could be an interesting shot. Well, there's a bird in the bushes. A keynote to wide-angle photography is that you don't really have to go too deep into the aperture to really get most of the stuff in focus. And that's just due to the nature of a wide-angle lens. You know, a lot of it's already in focus, from wherever you do focus at least, if you're at a distance. But if I'm really close, well, see that? All of a sudden it goes out of focus, but not too much. It's also an f4.5, and right now it's at 5.6 doing whatever it wants, so you can put the background out, but it takes a lot more. Something to keep in mind. You get a Sigma 16 1.4 for that, if that's what you're after. But if you're after landscapes, get this lens because it'll have image stabilization and go wider. Image stabilization is always better if you can afford that. And this lens is actually cheaper than the Sigma. But, you know, different purposes. Different lenses for different purposes. Oh, that's cool. Truth be told, I shot that one at max saturation just to see what it would do. You know, having a camera is all about finding out, so if you're not gonna... There's something in the tree above me. If you're not gonna mess around, why buy a camera? It's beautiful out here. Why am I always shooting at like 10mm? Well, look at this. Look at this. Look at all this. It's like, oh yeah, I can go to, with one hand, 18mm, sure, that's 28 equivalent, but come on. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. The best vlogging lens, period. Well, what else to say is that, you know, as you're using a wide-angle lens, typically you're not going to have as interesting shots if you just hold everything like normal. Because, well, you're at eye level. You really want to get down and show a different perspective. That's really what you aim for with a wide-angle lens, is showing a different perspective. And it works. It makes your photography more interesting and helps you see the world from a new angle. A wider angle, I guess. Here's the image stabilization held up to my face at 18mm while walking, and here it is at 10. But if I bring it to my eye, let's see if we see a difference. Not bad, honestly. It's pretty good. And I don't even have the electronic stabilization on, so. But if you do that, you do crop in on your image and lose some of the wide angle. That's a view. Here's the next photo. That is just nice. It really doesn't get much better than that, except the fact I lost myself in manual focus. There we go. Now it's like, oh, you want to go here. The lens does flare a bit. I don't think I'll be able to get it to flare. But either way, it's fine. I mean, if you're buying a wide angle lens, you're probably going to want that nice just flare right through it. Well, unless you're doing like, you know, a professional gig and a flare would literally make your client go, what are those? It's like, it's artistic. Okay, well, I don't like it. All right, well, fine. So this is not that kind of lens that you'd probably bring to something like that, unless they don't care. Or if you're using, you know, some kind of just regular indoor household lighting, you can easily do real estate stuff with this, easily. Because you're not gonna have stuff shining into the lens at all times. I should really throw this gum out. Oh, and one last thing while I'm getting blinded from that direction. Yes, it is extremely sharp, and yes, it focuses extremely closely. Anyway, thanks for joining me on my little photography adventure today. It was fun. I guess see you next time with maybe another lens in my bag.